Hello. So in the next session of Advanced Kriya Reiki, today we are going to, yesterday we saw how to detect the wounds of the emotional wounds in the mind and how to start healing. Now, right now we are going to check out the actual steps for healing these wounds. Okay. And
Yes.
let's see. First step is, of course, to acknowledge the need for healing. What does that mean? We have to, once we understand that there is a wound in the mind, we must acknowledge the need for healing. Unless and until, if it is our mind, we acknowledge, or unless and until it is somebody else's mind, the patient acknowledges that he or she needs healing for that emotional wound, the healing cannot happen effectively. Now, this acknowledgement, when we are healing somebody else, it may or may not happen consciously. Even if the subconscious mind of that person becomes ready to acknowledge the need for healing, it is enough. So we have to somehow motivate the person to acknowledge this need. What happens is many of us have lied to ourselves as well as others. Okay, I am all right, I am emotionally perfect, I have no emotional problems. Many people say that. I don't have any emotional wounds. Sorry, every single individual carries some or the other emotional wounds. Every living being carries some or the other emotional wounds. And this is the truth which we cannot overlook. Only thing is, it's need that we have to be honest to admit that yes, there are emotional wounds and I need to heal them. It's fine. We are all human beings. We are all living beings. Let me tell you, not even living beings, but even living things, they have emotions and emotional wounds. If you look through carefully, you will understand that. I would say one thing, it's a common thing which every person must have come across. You go to a certain shop, you want to buy something, and when you want to give a cash, you look for currency notes or coins in your wallet, and you know that a particular note or a particular coin is there in your wallet, but that moment, how much ever you search, you cannot find it, and you end up in giving some other coin or some other note. I'm sure this must be an experience of every person. Am I right?
Yes. Yeah, it happens.
It happens. And if at all, next time this happens, you just try to tell that currency note or that coin which you are not finding. And in the process of your search, that I know you are here. I know you do not want to go to this person, and I'm perfectly all right with it. But I want to reconfirm that you are very much in my wallet. So just show your presence, and I promise that I will not give you here.
Ma'am, you
Tell
can
this.
directly talk to the coin, is it?
Yes, try that way and see what happens. You will be able to touch or see the coin or no. I have seen it several times.
Okay.
And what happens is, in this situation, it clearly shows that that particular coin or that particular currency note is having some kind of an emotional thing in its system, and it does not want to go over there. As simple as that. So it doesn't want to go over there. So naturally, what we must do is we must keep one thing in mind. Just a moment. Yeah. So sorry.
No problem.
So, what I was telling you is about the currency notes.
Yes.
That, or these are the things that have emotions, you could see. Like that, you could also find emotions in animals. They also have emotional wounds. I think I had given you an example about the dogs barking after certain, if a big bunch of dogs is standing, only 2 or 3 will start running like mad after the bikes or bicycles or cycles, barking up, right?
Yes.
That shows that they carry some wound. So everyone has the wounds. We have to detect. Once we detect, we should be ready to understand that we need healing.
Mm-hmm.
We do not really mean it when we say, I'm really okay. It really doesn't matter that much, we say. But no, we need healing. And we should be open that we need healing. Understand that. What happens is we keep on hurting our subconscious, keep damaging our inner core. And then what happens is sometimes the wound becomes so painful that people develop amnesia. That is lack of memory. Okay? Alzheimer. In the old age, why people suffer from these things is because they have never healed their mental wounds. Why people become addicted? Because they have not healed their wounds. Why people develop ailments? Because they have not healed their emotional wounds. Why people develop hypertension or blood pressure or diabetes or knee problem? Because they have not healed their emotional wounds. And so, once we are ready or we accept the need, we need to locate the cause of the pain. That is in the physical realm. We may have a pain in our legs. We may have a pain in our spine. We may have a pain in our shoulder. The point, physical body, where there is a pain, because that is something which actually is giving, or that is the part of the body that is storing your pain, emotions. Okay? Every body part stores some or the other emotions. So we have to locate the physical part of our body where there is a pain. To operate the legs because there is a pain or problem. It's something which everybody does. But that is not enough. A young child may have severe problems getting along with his peers at the school. Teacher may keep on scolding the child and searching the root cause of the problem in school atmosphere. When the real source of pain may be abusive step parent at home. The child is spoiling the school atmosphere. So we are scolding the child. But the child is having a wound. Maybe something happening wrong in the home. And that with that wounded mind, the child is coming to the school and the child is being abusive.
Yeah.
This needs to be checked out. Or a wife may feel enormous pain every time her husband disciplines one of the children. However, the pain she feels may originate from her own emotional wounds as a child. Many times that happens. That we do not like to discipline the children because we feel that no, we had that pain, so we don't want to give that to others. But that's fine. You don't cause that pain to others. It is perfectly justified. But you need to heal that pain within you is also required. So we must know that that time itself, not heal hurts. We must know that time itself does not heal hurts. We generally say that time is the best healer. Okay. But we must understand that time is not the best healer. The wound still remains in the mind. So we have to pick it up. With each new conflict, we pick up additional baggage. So one wound, to cover up that wound, we create another and another and another. And when that baggage becomes unbearable, there is a physical breakdown. So once we locate the area of wound on the physical level, and then of course that emotional chart, emotion and body chart, then to clean the wound, that is a third step. If you receive a deep wound in your hand and you left the wound open, it would sooner or later get contaminated and infected. Am I right?
Yes. Untreated wounds can become
Yes,
like septic
exactly.
and
Same is true with the emotional wounds. Emotional hurts are an open wound for unforgiveness, anger, bitterness, depression, and anxiety to enter. These are all the infections. You cannot forgive somebody. You get angry, you get bitter, you get depressed, you develop anxiety. All these are the negative emotions which are emotional infections that enter the wound. Understand, this is an infection. Just like we talk about virus and bacteria, these are the emotional viruses. When we are angry for longer than one day, some people say that we may give place to the devil. What does that mean? We are putting the devil within us. We should, whatever. Now, this type of attitudes are stored as well as expressed emotions, may be more than just harmful emotions. It's really bad. And they may also be called as evil spirits sometimes by some who look at them. You know, the people behaving abnormally. What we say, some people say there is a spirit possession. Whatever. It is the emotional wound plus emotional infection. For inner deepest cleansing to occur by healing emotion, what we must do? These are the steps which we must follow in this third step. And what it is? We must forgive those who have offended us. Forgive in the sense, let go. I'm just adding it out here. Forgive means you are small, I am big, not that kind of it. Then we must forgive ourselves and cleanse our unforgiveness. Forgive is let go of our own behavior. I'm just changing this, adding something here so that you can understand. Forgive ourselves and let go of our own past behavior. And work on ourselves to cleanse up our unforgiveness. Clean up. clean up or release our unforgiveness. Right? Then let go of all the disturbing memories. There are lots of memories that disturb. So let go of them. Get controls of our emotions, thoughts, and actions. Back to ourselves. That means what? Right now, you find that your emotions, thoughts, actions, all are controlled by these emotions. We say that we are having emotions, but sorry, the emotion is having us. The control is in the hands of emotion. We are having thoughts. No, the thoughts are controlling us. We are not controlling the thoughts. Actions, somebody else, something else is controlling our actions, not we consciously. So, from those parts, you will say back to our conscious self. And last one is have a total self-trust to drive out the enemy of negative thoughts and attitudes and emotions. Trust on yourself that yes, I will work on myself and I will see to it that the emotions are in total control. Okay? Better get that. Very clearly. Okay? Now, the fourth step here is to receive the healing for the hurt. This can be done in two ways. See, now what we have done, we have cleaned up the wound first. We have detected the wound. We have understood where the wound is. We have realized the desire to clean up the wound, and we have cleaned up the wound. Now, the last step is to receive the healing. This can be done in two ways. One is by calling off the enemy of negativity and cleansing of the wound. Remove the negativity from your mind and let the wound be healed. The other is mending the net of our relationship with ourselves and events and things around and people around us. One is removing the negativity. That is first step. And the second one is correcting the things which we have broken because of our wounds. Mend them, heal them. After the physician cleans the victim's wound, he sews it up. Stitches are put so that it will not become contaminated again. And then there is a band-aid. So this bridging, working on the relation is putting the stitches to your wound. Okay? Is this clear? Yes, no? Okay. Forgiveness.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Clear.
Forgiveness opens the door to freedom. But forgiveness is not healing. Without healing, the wound again becomes contaminated. So we have to have a healing and understand that the source of all situations we face, then our wrong attitudes, understand our wrong attitudes, break us from within. Mending attitudes automatically start producing healing. Okay. And afterwards, the fifth step is to strengthen the weak area where actual healing happens. Like till now, we are preparing healing. Here, the healing actually happens when we are strengthening the weak area. We need to see that we chose to be wounded. We have to accept a few things here. We chose to be wounded. We need to see that we can use the wound for our good. Here, we are looking at it in a positive way and we are converting the garbage into gold. We need to develop this knowledge to use it now and in future also. We need to know how to convert calamity into opportunity. Doing this is actually healing. This is the practical one. And now with advanced Kriya Reiki, there are a few symbols which will also support in all this emotional healing. And that we are going to see in the next session. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.